What's going on, Bird Game? Philly Carnage here, back with episode 6 of the London Black Knights. So, just a little heads up right now. Uh, this is a offline mode. So once I finally upgrade to next gen, um, sad, but the series is going to have to end. Uh, Good chance we could kick it off with something a little different. Or let's get into episode 6. Uh, we did not do so hot regular season. Finished 7-9, so not terrible for where we started out. Uh, we're 72 overall. We're 3 overall points away from this thing getting really interesting. Kind of checking out retirements. We had none, but guys, Kelsey, Fitzpatrick, Joe McCoy, Dwayne, El McPhee, Julian Edelman, Rivers, Fells, Alex Mack, Carpenter, Delaney Walker, just a few to name that have finally retired. So, I mean, the league's going to change. The league's going to look completely different. We got our re-signs in, done, out of the way. So we're jumping right here into the offseason. So free agency, we're not going to go and make that big splash. Uh, Even though like somebody like Minka or even an aging JJ Watt would be extremely beneficial to this team. Um, I mean, pretty much what we're gonna do is we'll be able to make bids, but we're not gonna be able to go after the top tier athletes here. So what we'll do, we will sim up to you know off season, free agency 3, and that's where we'll be able to get our picks. Just because it's going to be some older guys. Uh, but the way that we're going to do it though is we're going to have to look, see if there's somebody that I don't know. What do we want to cap the overall? Do we want to cap the overall at like 70? Because I mean that would put Brady, Cap, Trubisky, Brissett out of the way. But I mean, one of those things. Do we only go after scheme fits? I think that's what we'll do. The only time that we can go and put a bid on somebody is if they're a scheme fit. All right, so free agency over. We brought over Tonyan, formerly of the Green Bay Packers, as our backup tight end. Mariota as our backup quarterback, and I believe it's Mason Cole, because we did not have a center on our roster at all. Uh, got an upgrade for Mariota. Must have already had one, uh, prior to coming and joining us here in London. We're gonna get to the draft, and like I said before, the way that we're gonna do the draft, it's only going to be off of their projected round, and that is the only time we're allowed to select somebody.
Knights are now on the clock.
So we got to go ahead and kind of look here. What do we got going for us in round 1? So we could finally go out there and get our big play receiver and go get. I would say we can go get another stud running back, but don't really want to take too much away from Cliff Hurts. Corners, that's always a spot of need. Safeties, but that's getting down in second round. Uh, I mean, I guess just go PPA, bringing Cade Mays.
The
Sure,
Rams are now
why
on the
not?
clock.
77 hidden dev, number 7 Allen. I completely forgot we were the Jets initially. So here we are again. First round, late first round. So, I mean, we already went right guard. We go Rashad Bateman. Do we go Trey Lance? There just in case Tyree Jackson isn't working out for us. I mean, I think obvious choice would. hmm, Screw it. We'll go Rashad Bateman.
The Giants are now on the
Another
clock.
hidden dev, 24 in true talent. We got him at 26. It'd be nice if his speed was up there a little bit, but you know, he'll play a fantastic role. Uh, Especially on those drags. Maybe the slants. Yes, I said slants. They may be cheesy, but it works. As much as I enjoy having a Butler on the team, we can't
The
pass
Rams
up
are
on a
now
guy
on the
like
clock.
Breven Jordan. Um, okay, so we reached 20 picks, but he's young, he can develop very nicely for the team. And by doing that, that can actually up our value
The
possibly
Bengals are
when it
now on the clock.
comes to walking papers. All right, so we will take a look here at our draft recap. Pretty solid draft. Obviously, we saw Kid Mays, Bateman, Breven Jordan. Uh, Decided to go defense a good. Got Quincy Roche, hidden dev rookie out of Miami, 66 overall. Got a lot of growth here. Um, Lance Stevenson out of Oklahoma State, another hidden dev, 66 overall. Great speed, 92 there. Um, you know, the press was nice on him. Other than that, we got Marquise Pryor and Dylan Randuns. More for depth. Um, we didn't get any other hidden devs other than the 4. So we got the preseason. Uh, might as well sim out the preseason and get right into season 2. That way, you know, we're not
Now let's
screwing
take a minute
around
to see how you can
once
improve your
next
team.
gen, finally shows up. Probably a couple months from now. I want to go and get the first
Now let's take a minute to see how you can
first bit of
improve your
games there.
team.
But we did get a win there in preseason against Green Bay. So our second string's better than theirs. I'll take it.
Use your practice squad to develop younger players that could eventually
Got
contribute in
9
games.
players to cut. Most likely, we'll be just adding them to our practice squad. Well, it's almost there. After one full season, free agency, and the draft, we're currently a 74 overall. One more overall boost, and we start losing players, which will make this a whole lot more interesting. Gonna take a look here at our team captains. Remember, team captains are the ones that we absolutely cannot lose no matter what. Currently, we got Cliff Hurts, Wyndham Williams, Mekhi Becton, Ramon Hickson, Raekwon McMullen, which we may be able to move that one. Denzel Mims. Okay. Keeps popping up like we got somebody else. Okay, so yeah, that's what we got right now. We'll keep rocking with it. So yeah, let's get it started. We got the Bills. They you know, miracled us in London. If everybody remembers that, I want to do. So play the full game. Let's kind of check out, see what the Bills are working with, see if anything has changed. Uh, okay. So Jason Myrick is a superstar. Josh Allen, superstar. Ryan Edmonds, Matt Milano is now a X Factor. And of course, you still got Stephon Diggs and Trey White. And compared to our lone Cliff Hurts with the only superstar abilities.
Passes in 2 full seasons at the University of Wyoming, coming out of a junior college. I think he exceeded expectations, and he can move it around a little.
And boom, right off the bat, we get an interception. Can we return it to the house? And we can. Who was that? 30-yard return for the score. Is that Cashman? That is Blake Cashman taking it all the way to the house for the first score of the game. Let's go.
So here come the Bills out for their second.
I can tell you now, if we're able to score again right away, this game's going to be over. It looks like they're going to run the ball. They're not 100% on, Josh Allen's arm right now to start the season, but Singletary able to go ahead and pick up 6. Okay. They're going to rock Josh Allen right away. Out of the backfield by himself. And Diggs is there for the catch to give him the first down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen hit. He lost the football.
There we go. Just drug Devon Chase on back in coverage. Make Josh Allen hold on to the ball even longer, and we get the sack fumble. That's all it's about.
That was big for them.
And able to get pressure once again. Would have been nice to bring him down for the sack. Porter Gustin getting it. So here we are, 128 left in the first quarter. We get the first look at our offense. Marcus Mariota took over the starting job for Tyree Jackson. Not sure how much I like that. That may be something that needs changed. But here we are, able to find Travis Fulgham wide open. 33 yards. Great way to start off this season. And it was actually Denzel Mims, not Travis Fulgham. That's right. That is the drive milestone is to get Fulgham his first career touch. I don't know if his career, what it was. Cliff Hurts tackled in the backfield. Loss of 2. It's looking like it's going to have to be more of a, straight up dive to get him, the yardage. Fulgham there in the slot. But we get Hurts able to get up the middle, most likely a holding call as normal, because we can't do anything on offense without being penalized. And our rookie, Cade Mays, there to bring us back second. Down the middle, Hakeem Butler.
I need to get my
touchdown. Alright, so here we are. We just had another holding call, this time on Mason Cole. Should have hit Hurts here out of the
Now a
backfield.
second down
But they
throw
leave
for
Hakeem
Mariota.
Butler wide open
Slide.
once
That's
again
complete to Butler.
for his second touchdown. Should be well over 100 yards on the day already. Let's go.
Here's Singletary, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just
Devon
one.
Chason, having himself a field day so far. I mean, just getting that, TFL there, and then forcing
On second and 15
while
now.
in coverage,
Throw left side complete. It's Griffin.
the strip sack
He'll be out of
was.
bounds at the 25
Yeah.
yard line. The Bills on third down. They've hit 2 for 4
Most
thus far.
could possibly
This is
get burned here
3rd and 10.
on man
Not a big
defense.
window to throw.
But
Coverage wasn't
if
too
we can
bad
get
there.
pressure,
Had him under wraps pretty
which
well,
we
but
do.
somehow able to muscle his way.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to
Wow.
have a Bills first down as they're able
Wow.
to get the third down conversion.
Wow.
And we
That's all
remind
I
you
can
that
say
coming
there.
up at halftime, Allen to throw once more. This is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Touchdown.
Damn it, damn it, damn it. I was going for the
And
shutout.
the Bills cut into
Defense.
that lead.
Rodrigo Blankenship.
After that huge play where we got mossed once again by the Buffalo Bills,
Not only to calm
they're able to
themselves,
capitalize here
but maybe
for
take down the
halftime.
crowd a little bit, because
Cut
everything was
into,
against them. As you noted, this
our
game
lead.
could have gotten away from
Now
them
we're
very
only up by
easily,
14.
but instead, the
It's now at the
Yeah, I
line,
was
ready
thinking
for their
Hakeem
next
Butler's
drive.
having a
They
huge
are
day
just putting things together so well here,
Is
drive after
he pissed
drive.
off that
They really
we
have captured the
looked
momentum,
at bringing in
they've taken momentum
a
and pretty much not just give them a
yeah,
jersey,
was
but a
not
seat on the
complete.
bench as well.
But is Hakeem Butler pissed off that we
Because
tried bringing
the way
in,
they're stringing
well, that we
things
brought in
together,
Tanyan,
creating that
and we
distance between them
drafted
and their opponent,
a
it's really hard to narrow that gap.
tight
And
end?
the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them too.
You out here with something to prove today? Because if he is, it's working. He's doing his thing.
From the gun, Mariota.
And we sailed it.
This is intercepted.
Marcus Mariota playing
Picked
so
off
well.
by Micah Hyde.
No, no. Oh, Micah Hyde.
He is gonna score. It's a pick six.
Micah Hyde,
Touchdown.
55-yard pick
Think
six.
you're going into halftime with a good sized lead.
Time to
Not
get back
so
to running the
fast.
ball.
That pick six really changed in a minute to go into half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can.
Oh, this is taken.
Ty Johnson coming out of the backfield on the wheel route, putting Mariota over 200 yards through the air.
First and 10 at the 38
How
yard
about
line.
that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he finds a man on the crossing route. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. There he goes left side. And all the way
We blitzed.
Bills touchdown.
They hit us with the slant.
Stephon Diggs.
Stephon
As the
Diggs
first half is
doing his
winding
thing.
down. And his guys get the
Pretty
quick
much
strike touchdown.
the London Killer.
The offense now at the line, ready
We're
for
going
their
back to
next
it.
drive. And from this
Gonna
spot
hit
of the
Butler.
field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just
He's
going to see a
open.
knee and that's it?
And I think in this
We can't,
situation,
but we
that's
can
the
hit
proper play.
Hurts.
But we do know there's some risk takers.
And we got the timeout. We got the timeout.
Before the clock runs out.
And with just
Yes.
1 second remaining in the
Able to
first
get in
half,
here to field goal range and take
So with 1 second left in the
What?
half, all
a
is the field
6-point
goal
lead.
unit. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this one is right down broad. From the red zone now, Mariota. This will be caught
Right.
just inside.
We're just going to kind of force feed Fulgham here.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard
You know,
line.
we're in the red zone.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards.
Hopefully,
Bring up a second
he's able
and
to
just about a few
get in,
inches
but we
here.
take a
He'll-
sack.
Can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Mariota sacked.
A.J. Epinesa.
3rd and 9.
He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
They had the right down and the definite distance
Maybe
to
we can
take a
confuse
shot
him.
downfield.
I mean, even breathing Jordan would be nice here. We find Fulgham. He's back down to the 2-yard line. Run it again, send him on a drag.
First and goal at the 2-yard
Feel me?
They did. I think a lot of people
Get him
ask the
his
same
first
question.
career touchdown. Travis Fulgham. Celebrate with your team, big man.
Let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Blake Cashman once again gets the interception, puts us back up in that turnover ratio. I mean, if you're just going to keep throwing it there, we're just going to keep sitting. We got no problem doing that.
Must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play.
Eluding the pressure right.
That was dumb. That was absolutely stupid. Why'd I even throw that? Micah Hyde's second interception on the day. Should have never.
First down, Buffalo.
Now Allen again. Allen hit. He lost the football.
Able to get hit, Josh Allen, for the second sack fumble of the day. He's not enjoying this pressure up in his face. And once again, he saw him back in coverage, used it with the D-line, and he struggled. Just checks it down there, 4-6 to Stephon Diggs. But Diggs is having a huge day. 4 for 92. Touchdown, grand majority of that came on that one slant. Come on, Cashman. Not even Cashman. Mays. Yeah, Davis. Mays, Davis, close enough. 4th and 7. Let's get that stop.
Allen gonna go on 4th down.
There you go, Davis. Davis coming up big on that. That hit to force the 4th down. And then, hey, why don't you just take that ball back? Take it back. They don't need it.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you first down.
Just a little cheesy. We got some slants dialed up. We drop it over top, and we can't. That's the zone hawk that we were worried about. Matt Milano just kind of sat there, waited for that ball to be lobbed over the top to go and get us another pick. I'm not sure what the safeties are for us here if we would end up getting one, but it doesn't look like we will. Another coverage sack. Devon Chason drops in coverage. And old Gustin there to go and make the hit. Can we get him again? And we get the safety, Porter Gustin. Let's go. All right, so giving you a little refresher of the walking paper score. Give you a couple seconds to review that over. But we're going to get in here. So we won the game, which is 1 star. Won the divisional game, jumps it up to 2 stars. Won by 14. That is, we're now at 2.5. Passing wise, 350. So over 300, half a star. 3 touchdowns, half a star. We're now 3.5. Didn't get anything for rushing, but receiving wise, Hakeem Butler 133, which is half a star. 2 touchdowns, another half star. We're at 4.5. Defensively, we had 2 interceptions for Blake Cashman, which is 1 star. The pick 6, which comes out to a defense score, which is another score, and another one there's half star, and then sacks. Porter Gustin ended up with a total of 3, which was come out to 2. Overall, it's a 7.5 star performance. We hoped 5 So a 5-star performance, and we get plus 10 overall from the Buffalo Bills. Absolute huge. All right, so obvious upgrades, same overall, doesn't take a hit any of our points, but bringing over Myrick and sending Benedict over to the Bills, but then we also bring in Devontae Smith and move over Grayson Jr. Use up all that 10 overall. So most likely our team will be over that 75 threshold where we start losing players after this. All right, so with the addition of Myrick and Devontae Smith, we are now a 75 overall. Like I said, this is when we start losing. Still working on those hidden dev traits for Maze. Nice thing is, we got a hidden dev here in Devontae Smith. Also have Bateman down here as another hidden dev. Defensively, we got Myrick. So we went from a normal straight up to a superstar, which is absolutely fantastic. Um, but with that, what we'll do, we talked about Raekwon Mullen, captain. We're going to remove that from him, and we're going to go over here and save Myrick. That way, he's 22 with a superstar. He's going to develop extremely quickly for the team. But yeah, that's going to do it for
Now let's take a
us
minute to
here
see how you can
after we
improve
check
your team.
last week's weekly awards. Blake Cashman, 6 tackles, 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown. Absolutely solid week there for him. We got upgrades to do then. We'll kick that off there in episode 7. And yeah. You know what? Might as well just no, we'll save that for the next. Gonna jump ahead, but we got 2, 3, a bye week, and week 5 there in episode 7. So we'll save it all for there. But if you guys enjoyed the content, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel where more and more of this content plus CFM highlights and 5-year rebuilds will be taking place here. But till next time, Bird Gang. Billy's out.